many a year and many an age has passed since then. Jesus Christ our Lord was here on the rood and from death risen. But now his second coming is near. He comes to free us from our prison. His judgment shall be all clear. Show who to hell and who to heaven.
Now, we've reached the end, dear chums. The end indeed in every sense. The seals all bust, the plagues have come, the atmosphere is pretty tense. Today is forecast horsemen fall. The seas and rivers turn to blood. We're waiting also for a whore, and God to judge the bad and good. No doubt you think you know it fine, this story passed down through the ages. Our story keeps the basic line, but undergone some timely changes. Although the sinners of today might not be quite what you expect, we can but hope our humble play will modernity reflect.
Full dark was our deed, at Christ's coming our care. This day we drink mead, for we nothing may spare. Do you hear something? Alas that I was born, I saw my Lord's flesh torn before me with wounds. 5. How may I on him look, that falsely him forsook? Most sinful wretch alive.
We never gave to God in service. His commandments we did not keep. And we made sacrifice to Satan when we stole from sleep. Alas, that clarion calls our care, all we whose deeds the good despise. The Lord our sins shall soon lay bare. Some catalogue will they comprise.
Great idleness my soul did guide.
I only ever thought of me.
Time and time again I lied.
And from the needy did I thieve.
I cruelly took another's life.
I caved each day to gluttony.
I coveted my neighbor's wife.
And again, each day I caved to gluttony.
And I, alas, I voted leave. Mandy, coke, and ketamine I shoveled down in droves. My Sabbaths spent hungover, oh, the lads and I were oafs. I could have spent my Sundays reading of the fish and loaves. Instead of streaming porn, there is no respite for my woes.
I thought that on the whole, my passions I'd restrained. Except, of course, filming my neighbor naked through her window pane.
Come on, line up, quick. Present your passports, will you please?
I don't...
I'm kidding. What our mortals think. Where you're going, you won't need IDs. To God's right hand the good shall go, yea, the heavenward stairway may ye climb. Ye wicked souls, wend ye below. To God's left hand, it's judgment time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ending's impending, therefore I'm back. I am once again descending. Yes, it's all true, folks. Can I get a little bit more choir?
No.
Be ye sinner or saint, I am your Messiah.
He's not the Messiah.
No, I actually kind of am this time. Sorry. My Father in heaven the end wills it be, so I'm back to crown myself in majesty. That old crown of thorns we're exchanging for gold, a heavenly bond. For that torn one of old, I am a sight to behold. For 5,000 years the earth's been in flower, and it'll be ending in about half an hour. Now is the moment of truth, I'm afraid. We must sort the good from those who have strayed. If only you'd have maybe prayed. My dears, I have the right to be a little showy. My dad created David Bowie. and he, the lord of the sky and the sea, invented Freddie Mercury, and since we are a trinity, well, therefore that was also me. You see?
Get ready the gear to welcome war here. The spring's in the air, and doomsday has come.
Bloody hell, what a noise! Why? Let us go hence. For us falls the great sentence. Here stand the thralls. We offer no defense. For all these damned souls, no chance of repentance. As is just.
Although we be crooks, examine our books. Here is a bag full of lust, of pride, of envy, of wranglers and twisters with tricks up their sleeves, of carpers and criers, cut purses and thieves, of lovers and liars that no man believes, of a rout of rioters that rob goods receives. These know I.
Really? Is that all you've got? What a shame. 100 more souls were damned in my name. Compared to mine, your sinners do be lame. Honey, sweetie, please up your game.
Grant you, your lot might beat mine in a fight. Your thieves, your murderers might cause more fright. But these are all women, all harlots in tights. Most sinful of all, they demand equal rights.
Pray, don't speak to me of the feminine gender. Your culprits are worse, I concede. I surrender. They are sharp as a spear, though they seem but slender. They're ever sour cheer, and never be tender.
Here are some reasons these women be damned. This one thinks she's got more wit than a man. Another in politics wanted to say,
They'd simply have stoned her to death in my day.
well, these reprobates sure have some stories to tell, but we should probably hurry and send them to hell. If we're late, then Beelzebub's going to yell. I haven't seen him this mad since from heaven he fell.
You're right, fellow demon. Get ready to work. We'd better get going. No time to shirk.
Past is the time for a leisurely lurk. Best gather these souls, lest the boss go berserk.
I am one hell of a guy, yea, quite without peers. Your lives just got better because I am here. Who am I? Ye ask, ye fortunate ones. I am one of your order and one of your sons. I do the work that each of you shuns. I'm taxman in chief, blunt roller in brief, master troll in belief, but such none excel me. I've sent to your hand of souls, I dare say, more than 10,000 in an hour of a day. Some at taverns I found, and some at a rave, some cursed to be bound, some bosses, some knaves, so many thus sent I to hell. Thus worked I so well.
All us ye excel. Be this thy claim? Tell us, how did thee attain this fame?
Alas, be it true, thy skill thou dost doubt. Well, if this be the case, I'll straighten it out. Just look at these souls. They're open to sin. I'll show you how quick I can make them give in. Just watch. Here there are many whom I could deride. The quandary is merely, how do I decide? Here's represented from far and from wide every sin in the book. So which do I chide? That one's a buffoon. Comes home with the moon and is out at high noon. We'll see that one soon.
With awe thou dost surely fill us. But now, thy name tell us.
My name is Tutivillus. My horn is blown. Of my wit all are jealous, as has just been shown. Have you ever been up in the dark of the night and were taking neat notes by the low candlelight, when suddenly, horror, a gross spelling error. I, Tutivillus, am behind this endeavour as the patron demon of scribes. Every blot, every mark, every typo, each blemish, the lot, every blunder, each blotch, every ugly black line that caused you to ruin your essay sublime. It was all me.
Oh, wise one, will thou provide us with a sequel, addressing those strumpets who wish to be equal?
Oh, darling, now there is an issue to start. For females, a great chunk of hell's set apart. So jolly, each lass in the land, ladylike here at hand, so hot none withstand, leads men to folly. So easy on the eyes with her nets and her pins, the shrew herself shrouded her cheeks and her chins. To go home on your arm after a couple of gins, her head high in the clouds, not shamed by her sins or evil. With this powder and paint and smoky eye quaint, she may smile like a saint, but at heart is a devil. She looks like an angel, makes secret her sin in a Louis Vuitton lined with crocodile skin.
She was the hottest that's ever here been.
And she was a feminist. See what I mean?
And as for them,
Oh, God. Their neighbours they slated, with words barbed and ill, cried Britain first, Marga, in voices so shrill. They stole from the poor and would steal from them still, and give to the rich. These men had no will for heart's fare, no, but rich, fat and seedy, gluttonous, greedy, always griping yet needy, they never did share.
And him?
His money he made through pollution, extortion, looked out for his own, yea, he hired his own son and daughter. On a platform of bollocks they run. In hell be it shared, here's my malison to find it.
well, how do you find it? Sweethearts and prozzies your wedlock did break. Tell me, was it worth it? A merry mistake. See how falsely it falls.
Of ire and of envy find I more to show. Of covetousness, gluttony, many more also. They scream and they cry, please, you must let us go. We're too young to die. I'll see them below. Ye slags of the muse, and ye lechers aloft, sipping your craft ale, adulterers full oft. Your sorrows a cruise. Come down to my croft. Your pleasures ye lose, but I'll soon set them soft. Ye lovers and liars, and all ye who thieve, ye foul-tempered knifers, who cause men to grieve. Ye wreckers, extortioners, welcome receive. Ye lawyers and bankers, who simony cleave, welcome to hell.
Thou art peerless among friends that know I. It's almost a shame that the ending's nigh, but alas, I guess we must carry these souls off to die.
We'll meet by and by.
That's not long now, folks, and this is the big one. It's time for you to decide if you are a good one or a bad one. Now must I make the divide, for you all chose a side, and though it isn't much fun, it has to be done. And if you have any theological queries, if this scuppers any well-thought-out theories, we're happy to hear all of your questions and cares. Just don't talk to me, but the big man upstairs. Now, it begins. You, good souls, are all souls who would house, clothe, feed, and care for me.
Lord, when had thou so great a need, hunger or thirst, how could it be?
Fear not, what you have done for another, you have also done for me. But where were you all, content in your glee, when I suffered such a great need, and from the prison raised my plea?
But how, pray, were we able to feed? In prison, how were we to see?
That love you owed to the people you knew. That poor family down the road, that old man with no shoes. And that old man with no shoes. And all this time you never learned, and now I really have returned.
And each of you shall now be burned.
Hurry up, it's time. We've not got all day. Form a single file line, minimize the delay.
It's almost time for you to be on your way. Come on, don't you think it's a bit late to pray?
For a good time, not a long time, was each of you here, and now a bad time and a long time must each of you fear. If you've any complaints, let us know. Do not slumber. 666 is the customer services number.
No time now to repent. With bad luck were you born. No such luck are you lent that shall find you this morn.
Come now with us, fiend, to your anger. Your deeds damn you hither. Come, let's go together. You're at the end of your tether. Come, tarry no longer.
We love you, Lord, in everything, that for thine own has ordained thus, that we may have now our dwelling in heaven's bliss given unto us. Therefore full boldly may we sing, as we the stairway climb thus, with full mirth and loving, Te Deum laudamus, Te Deum laudamus, Te Deum laudamus.
Ye good souls are free, to heaven you are sent, and like that lot, you are doomed to eternal torment. You might ask why I, who was taught to forgive, don't send all to the paradise, forever to live. A bit of character transformation, found only in John's book of Revelation. Alas, my role in this judgment has always been plain, to send evil souls packing for an eternity of pain. And maybe one day I will see you again.